in black neighborhoods. These black people are going to complain, but what are they going to do? They still going to come back and buy groceries from us because they don't have their own fucking grocery stores. And job by job, boom. Now the grocery store workers don't get paid like they used to. My dad was a truck driver, food delivery. My dad made good money in the 80s. Why did my dad make less money in the mid 90s than he did in the mid 80s? Why? Because one by one, as black folks retired, left jobs, okay, we taking them. Are these truck drivers getting $25 an hour? And we in the 90s, they getting $25. Shit, okay. All right. Now we can't, they need a driver's license, so I can't get an illegal. So I got to at least get one to get a driver's license. But I can pay him $11.25 an hour.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they'll take it.
Yeah.
So job by job, they were coming and replacing. In the 90s, we had all the county clerk jobs, all the Department of Motor Vehicle jobs, all the courthouse jobs, the city jobs were occupied by black people, mostly black women. Black folks in general, but mostly by black women. Now we go to how the fuck did I go to the Department of Motor Vehicles and I couldn't understand what the fuck the lady behind the thing was saying? And she could barely speak English.
How the fuck you supposed to get your license, bro? It's a language barrier.
And not she wasn't Mexican, this one was Asian.
Oh shit, that's something else.
But what happens is when they get the job and they become supervisor, they don't hire black people.
We know this.
That's why it's goofy shit this nigga's talking. This is the reality that black people who are not in the entertainment industry have to deal with.
That nigga right there?
I've had these conversations with folks in the entertainment industry. They on some other shit. I'm not gonna out this one dude, but he was talking about how no, we gotta fight for them because my housekeeper. Man, I know our family real well. We've had the same housekeeper for 20 years, and hey, they do these jobs that black people don't want to do. You can't listen to these niggas in the entertainment industry because they don't see it.
Yeah, they out. They fall gone from us.
They're not around it.
They're not around us.
The entertainment industry niggas, let me tell you where they live.
That's why y'all like to rob them niggas.
Let me tell you exactly where these niggas live.
Where they live, bro?
Us day-to-day folks live down here.
All right.
We south of the 10. This is where we are. Right in this area.
Which one I want to know?
It used to be in the 70s and the 60s, black entertainers with money would move to Baldwin Hills and View Park and Ladera Heights.
That's where the Playboy Crips is at.
See, back in the 70s and the 80s and the 90s, your black entertainers lived over here. You know what I mean? This is still, for most part, a black neighborhood, but it's changing rapidly.
To Mexicans?
They coming in real white over there now.
Oh, wow.
But like here, this is where black folks live. I'm gonna give you an example. Bedford Ave. My wife grew up over here on Bedford. This street. This is where my wife grew up.
Bedford Ave.
Over here on Bedford, you had, where is it? Here. This house here. This was City Councilman Julian Dixon. The City Councilman, no, he lived right here. The City Councilman lived right here. In this house has just been knocked down and replaced. This is where Gerald Busby used to live, the president of Motown. When Gerald Busby was the president of Motown, he lived here. City Councilman lived here. Ken Norton Jr., the football player, he lived somewhere in one of these houses. This is where black folks live. Byron Scott lived over in this area. Byron Scott lived over here in Lower Ladera on Bedford. But this is where the black entertainers moved in the 70s and the 80s and the 60s. That's why they were still in touch, because they were here, but they were shut off Slauson. Ray Charles's house. If you watch the movie Ray, and you want to see Ray Charles's house on the movie Ray, you see, that's Park Lane. He's on South Ridge.
Where Ray at?
This is where Ray Charles lived. In those days, the black entertainers still lived around one another. This is Ray Charles' house. He bought two houses and put these two houses together. If you ever watched the movie Ray, this is where Ray Charles lived. This is the actual house right here. All black neighborhood. This is where black people live. Now, you know where the niggas move?
Damn, they moving further away.
Calabasas.
Calabasas. God, that's in the desert, bitch.
Now you tell me,
Yo, they ain't fuck with y'all.
what the fuck do somebody who lived over here for the last decade know
Nothing
about what's going on down here with the people?
Yeah, they fuck.
If he ain't reading the paper. What do he know? The entertainers in LA, all them niggas move out here to the valley. If they got money, they live in Calabasas or Sherman Oaks or Studio City. If they don't have money, they try to, if they came out here to LA to make it, they don't have money yet, they live over here in NoHo, North Hollywood. This is where the entertainers move to. So all the niggas you see on goddamn TikTok talking about LA this, LA that, yep, these niggas live out here, way out in this hot ass valley. This is where the entertainers with no money live. And they also live over here in Porter Ranch. Way the fuck up here in Porter Ranch. A lot of entertainers and celebrities live behind these walls in Porter Ranch. Behind this gate. So the people that you often hear, your favorite rappers, your favorite entertainers, in this Renaissance community, this is one of the main spots right here. I know a few people that live up in here. I'm not gonna say their name. You see the kind of money they got. They ain't got the street. Let me see. You got the street view? Oh, they got. So yeah, you see the kind of money they got. They ain't even got the street view of their places. But this is where the folks with money, they live up in here.
I like Las Vegas.
And behind these gates.
Like
look at how far that is.
That's in the fucking mountains.
From where the people that are dealing with the day-to-day bullshit went. Oh, say what's up to me. And I know about this valley. Why? Because this is where I graduated fucking college, Cal State Northridge. So I know the dynamics up there because that's where I went to goddamn college. And I still be. I got friends. I visit people out here all the time. But them niggas, that's why Kendrick on that song, Dodger Blue, said, don't say you from the land if you ain't spent time south of the 10. This is what Kendrick means. Them niggas live up here. Whack 100, when they say he's from Sylmar, this is Sylmar.
Where Pequema at, man?
This is Sylmar. This is where the gang's managers live. Well, not lives, where he was from.
Go up in your chat,
you see how the fuck far that is from South Central?
Yeah, good.
With no traffic, that's a 45-minute drive with no traffic. 35, 45 minutes. On a normal day, 2 hours. But LA's a massive city, so it's still big. But on a normal day, these niggas live 2 hours.
Damn, 2 hours?
From where the shit's happening.
Y'all niggas live in Long Island?
And they want to talk about some unity.
No.
There ain't no goddamn unity.
Further state.
It would be dope if it was.
They're not in the hood, though.
But it's not.
Not Yonkers. Them niggas up there.
Yeah, wax from Pacoima.
Yeah,
Pacoima and Sylmar, same shit. It's all.
You heard that?
I'm really from South Central. To us, it's all the same shit.
Yeah, we're
Pacoima and Sylmar, I let them niggas fight it out. Yeah. Either way it go, it's way the fuck up here.
Alright, that's what I want to know. You from Pacoima. You not even in the hood. And so why you talk about hood shit? That's how I see what y'all talking about.
Tams, Compton.
Yeah, nigga. You from up there, bro. You ain't from the city
line.
Tams,
Compton.
I'm not from the city line, so yeah, you don't understand.
Directions. Look at the time. 42 miles, hour and a half.
Hour and a half.
2 by bus. That's how far that shit is.
That's still not.
Yeah. And these are the people talking about LA politics saying that we all get along. Not cool, people. Not cool being this goofy with all this shit that we have going on in this country. I want to fix this, man. But you can't fix it playing games. You can't have true black and brown unity without telling the fucking truth.
That there is no unity. No unity between black
people. Look at this. To get from Calabasas to the Marathon store, if you left right now, would take you an hour and 10 minutes.
That's with traffic. Crenshaw, right?
It would take you an hour and 10 minutes to get to the Marathon store. If it were still open. This is when Nipsey got killed. Right here. Take you an hour and 10 minutes if you left right now. And that's now, traffic is good now. If you leave at 4, 2 hours.
That's what I want to know.
If you leave at 4 o'clock, 2 hours.
That's 2 hours with no accident? The accident shit.
So this is the conversation that I'm having today. No, Mexicans did not live here before anybody else. Indigenous people lived here before anybody else. Blaze your face. Mexicans did not. Mexicans are colonized people. You fucking idiot. If they speak Spanish, that just means the Spanish got to them before the Anglo-Saxons. Indigenous people that did not speak Spanish lived here. That's the Mojave, and the Mojave are darker than me. That's the Ohlone. They're my skin color.
Let's go. Let's go.
Mexicans did not live here.
What about them Samoans?
Mexico owned California for 27 years. But they were already conquered by the Spanish and the missions. That was a colony of Spain. They were still an invading force. If they speak Spanish and they're Catholic, they're invaders. Indigenous people did not speak Spanish nor worship the Catholic Church. You fucking dummy.
What's that shit that you speaking?
They're not. And the Mexicans that were here, y'all know who Pio Pico is? Pico Boulevard? This is one of the first mayors of LA. Where did it go? Here we go. Pio Pico. Look at them. This is the Mexicans we was talking about. This is Pio Pico.
Okay. Oh, you like a black man. You like a fucking black man right there, bro. You like your father. Like your father right there. He like your father. He like you.
These are the Mexicans that was here. Nigga. Stop repeating cliches somebody taught you and learn the shit for yourself. Raise adobe? Nigga, what? Francisco Reyes, the last governor of Alta California, lived out here. Where's that street? There's still a street named after him over here in the Hidden Hills called Reyes Adobe. And his house is still out here. It's somewhere out here off the 101.
Yeah, he lived the fuck away from niggas too.
Reyes Adobe.
He did this shit, same shit here in New York, man. They ain't staying in the city.
Here it is.
We're going to the Hamptons.
Res Adobe. So even when we're talking about the Mexicans, we ain't talking about the ones you see now. We ain't talking about the ones you see now. The ones you see now just came over here in the last 40 years in large numbers. They were always over here in East LA. You always had a pocket of Mexicans over here, Boyle Heights, East LA. Now this area, even going back to the 60s, Whittier Boulevard, this is their Crenshaw. Whittier Boulevard is their Crenshaw. Like we low ride on Crenshaw, they low ride over here on Whittier Boulevard. This area here is historically Mexican. Right here. Over here. Way over here. This is what they were when I was a kid. See, a lot of you YNs need to listen. It's different now, but in the 80s, this is where they were. When you came over here, this was all black. Everything east of Alameda, Eden, Linwood. They would be in Southgate a little bit. Southgate was white. They kind of, when the white people left, black people were in Southgate for a little bit. But when they did come up here close to Watts, they would be over here in Southgate. This is where Mexicans would be. But everything east of Alameda right here was all black. Oh, my bad.
What the hell? What the hell? Can't hear you. Where the mic going, bro?
God damn, I was muted.
Yeah, nigga. The hell?
They fucking with my shit. I got you, Star. They fucking with my shit. I didn't mute myself.
Oh, word.
I did not mute myself. It sounds like they fucking with me. I don't even touch the mute button. I don't know what the fuck happened. YouTube, because I ain't, my mute button way over here. I ain't touched that motherfucker. Wi-Fi. Yeah, I saw it was muted. I ain't touched the mute button. I don't know what the fuck just happened.
Could be the Wi-Fi.
I don't know what the fuck just happened. I don't know what the fuck happened. But y'all heard it. Y'all got to see it. Now, I ain't got no weed. I wish I did. If I had some weed, I'd have been more observant. But I don't know what the fuck happened. I ain't touched the goddamn mute button. I looked over here. Star, my mom gave me a call. Like, oh, shit. My man Chris, I saw Chris and Star calling. I was like, something must be wrong. I was just telling y'all where LA was, where shit was in LA. I was telling y'all this whole 105 freeway was black. This was a black neighborhood that they mowed down. From the 105 all the way through. All this is black neighborhood from 105 to Inglewood Ave. This is all the black neighborhood back in the 90s that they mowed down. This was a black neighborhood, and if you ever saw that movie Speed, this was the ramp where that jump happened. On that stupid ass scene where they lied to us and made it seem like a fucking bus can jump a fucking on ramp. That's when this particular interchange wasn't ready yet. And that's when they filmed that movie Speed. On that stupid ass bus jump scene. That nigga would have died in real life. With Big Red for the 5 Heartbeats. But all this shit was black. Black, 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 black. It wasn't no fucking Mexicans over here until you got way over here.
The other side of the border, pushing it back.
The gentrification of black people in LA, the gentrification of black people in LA was really a soft gentrification. It started in the late 80s. Black gentrification started in the late 80s. Crime rate was crazy than a motherfucker. So what they did was in the late 80s, a lot of black people started moving from from South Central, Linwood, and they started moving out here to Pomona.
I heard of Pomona.
The Mexicans started moving to Pomona. I mean, black people. Where's Pomona? Off the 60. That's a bit too far to sister. Right here. Chino, that's where the Ball brothers moved to. Because y'all know, like, the Ball brothers, those are my in-laws through marriage. Lonzo Ball and all them. They family, they dad, Mr. Ball,
Watch them swerve on that corner.
like they family grew up over here in South Central, off Western, off Broadway. The Ball brothers actually LeVar Ball's granddaddy, not his grandfather, used to run the streets over here in the 1950s over here on Broadway. My dad told me, because my dad was a kid. They're like, yeah, the Balls ran Broadway. This was at a time, during that time, the first marijuana arrest in American history happened right here. Louis Armstrong, the great Satchmo Louis Armstrong. The first time somebody was arrested in America, you're talking about some black and brown unity. Why do black people always the only ones that take the brunt of shit? When they made weed illegal and they made their first arrest in American history, it happened right here at a club that used to be right here. Louis Armstrong, the father of American jazz, was arrested on this corner in sometime in the 40s. Forgot the year. But he was the first, this was the first marijuana arrest in American history. The Ball brothers, they ran that shit back in them days. They ended up moving way the fuck at the same time out here in a lot of black people started moving way the fuck out here in the 80s. This is when the gentrification started. It was voluntary at first. They started moving to Covina, Pomona, San Dimas. Over here, this is where Sugar Free from. Sugar Free from Pomona, that's over here. All the Sugar Free niggas started moving out here in the 80s.
Sugar Free niggas. Pimps.
This is where all the Sugar Free niggas started moving to. In the 80s. And then they started moving. Make sure I'm not muted. God damn it. I gotta keep checking my shit now. Yep. Make sure I'm not muted. Then all the Sugar Free niggas, all the rest of them niggas, all the Kawhi Leonard niggas, they started moving out here to Riverside and San Bernardino. So y'all see how far that is away from LA? Yeah. In the 80s, all the black people started moving out here. San Bernardino, Riverside, Pomona.
I know a crip nigga from San Bernardino.
And that's when the Mexicans started coming into America and moving up into the hood in the 80s. Black people moved way the fuck out here. This is about, and with no traffic, an hour. With traffic, 2-3 hours. But back then, it wasn't that many people out there in San Bernardino back then in the 80s. So a lot of black people who had jobs, they still worked in downtown LA, but they moved to San Bernardino, like Kawhi Leonard's family, because it was too much goddamn drama and trauma going on in the hood. Then when the 90s hit, niggas started moving way the fuck out here to Lancaster and Lancaster and Palmdale.
And that shit turning crazy.
So when the 90s hit, niggas started moving way down here in South Central LA to way the fuck up there in Lancaster. And it still ain't shit up here. Niggas was buying houses for like 70 grand.
Damn, that's trash.
And this is where most of Black LA lives now. A lot of Black LA. And then something else happened. See, this is just desert, depravity, and nothing out here. It's just
dry.
Man, when people move to Palmdale, look, I'm more likely to see my family in Dallas than I am to see my family in Palmdale. I'm not driving out here. Fuck this area. Only thing they got out here is shopping centers and shit.
Oh.
Nigga, this is the most fun you gonna get in Palmdale, nigga, is a Black Angus and a movie theater.
Dang.
Look at how fucking ugly it is out here.
Ain't nothing out there, man. Yeah, that shit is
just ugly. This is where the niggas live now.
Oh yeah.
And the major reason for that was during the 2000s. During the 2000s, the city of LA shut off Section 8 vouchers. And what they did was anybody that was on Section 8 that lived in the hood, if you lived in Compton, Watts, all this shit, if you lived down here and you were black, only if you were black, they were relocating your Section 8 out here. Because this is still technically LA City. It's 80 miles away, but it's still LA City. 80 miles away. Told you LA's massive. So that's what they did. If you were on Section 8 and you were black and you lived in Inglewood, Hawthorne, if you lived in Nickerson Gardens, if you lived, they were all throughout the 2000s, they were relocating black people way the fuck out here. And as they relocated black people out here, they moved Mexicans in. Now, if you were a white person on Section 8, if you were a Mexican on Section 8 or somebody else, you can still get Section 8 housing. They did not lift that Section 8 moratorium until 2013. I remember because I was still working with kids at that time. It was 2013 was when they started allowing black people to move back here in South Central. But for about 10 years, if you're moving, your voucher sent your ass to Palmdale. And they replaced with black people one by one. So the gentrification happened slowly from the mid 80s. And then it really started to get guerrilla. They started to get guerrilla pimping with gentrification in 2012, 2013. That's when they started guerrilla pimping gentrification. The last couple years of Obama. That's when they started closing shit down. That's when they closed down the Ladera Heights Starbucks where black people congregated. That's when they closed down Dockwater Beach, the beach that black folks went to right here. White folks used to call this ethnic beach. This was the beach that black people used to party at the time. Like this was nigga beach. But what they did when they wanted black people to stop partying and having a good time, they took away all the parking. You used to be able to park along these streets right here.
Fuck you watching.
You used to be able to park. So what they did was when they wanted black people to stop coming over here, they took away the parking on both sides of the street. And then the police started handing out tickets like crazy, chasing black people away. All this is 2013, 2014, 2015, 16.
Oh yeah. I was just seeing that shit wicked. That shit wicked going on out there.
Shut this beach down. They shut down the Ladera Heights.
Who was out there?
Yo, he was in the crib, right? He was talking about
they shut down the Ladera Starbucks.
Son, 15
like all the old black folks.
The niggas out
this
there.
was a congregating space.
You know what crazy part is? That nigga don't even live in LA no more.
And this is where black folks on the west side congregated.
I think he live. I forgot exactly he say he live, but that nigga say he don't live in LA no more. So that nigga drove out his way to go out there and right here, go out there with them. You feel me?
And Magic Johnson owned the Starbucks and his Fridays. And this
I think he live outside the city of LA right now.
This is where we congregate.
That's what he was talking about. He talking about like.
And then what they did was they shut this Starbucks down the same time they closed that beach. And at the same year they did that,
110.
They closed the Mert Park.
So he showed it.
This is shit we got to deal with as black people in LA. Very racist out here. Extremely racist. Happens right in front of your face. With a smile.
He said niggas that be on Instagram.
The only difference is do it with a smile. That same week, they locked that down.
Yeah, the niggas be the valley.
Park Plaza. Exactly. They put a gate around this.
You understand? Them niggas got money. Them niggas not living in the hood no more. That's why.
This is where black folks.
That's the whole like.
Now we've
you feel me? The whole thing.
Got some work done.
You be mad at a nigga for getting out the hood and
then he broke it down how the city.
They put a big ass ugly gate around this part that's now not there anymore. But what they did also was black people trying to buy this whole block.
That's crazy.
Russians own this whole shit. Black people tried to buy it, they wouldn't sell it to us. Black people have more money than the Russians.
That's probably why my man's moved to Lancaster.
Got together in LA to buy this block. They wouldn't sell it to us.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. My nigga, Ro, he Hoover. He moved to Lancaster and shit. He moved to Lancaster like 9 years ago.
They
said it was Sheba and other shit. But he said it's crazy because when he moved out there, I guess he moved out there when a lot of niggas wasn't moving out there. But he like, yo, my nigga, there's so much niggas from like hoods that niggas beef with, niggas like from my hood, like it's like niggas from LA moving out there crazy.
And another thing that happened to us here,
then they coming like just another LA, like how like
was
out there.
Black people had $115 million set aside to buy the Baldwin Hills Crenshaw Plaza 2 years ago.
Y'all niggas move out.
A black investment group got together and had 100.
Shit right now. Okay.
This was for sale. They were selling this for $100.
I ain't gonna lie, that nigga Smack from Back on Fig was out there.
Black people raised $115 million to buy
out
this.
There, the Left
right
Gunplay was out there.
You know
one of the Coyote niggas.
They sold it to Russians for $107
Mexican rapper named Drummer Boy. Like, I ain't gonna lie, the Mexican rapper named Shotty Blue. Man, niggas questioning that nigga like, oh, where you at? Like, you posting stuff, but you not out there.
Black and brown all together. True story. This was for sale for $110 million.
You got you all this Mexican Raza shit, but you not out there. Like,
group raised $115 million.
Yeah, nigga, everybody,
but
Mexicans, blacks, everybody.
For $107 million.
It's blacks and Mexicans out there, nigga.
No, I'm talking about that dude.
You know what I'm saying? Like everybody pressing, like everybody pressing that nigga out there, like.
Let me show you how else gentrification happened here. There's a Russian man that's buying up a lot of these properties.
Dochi was on BT Awards and talked about it.
Selling is he's using a law called eminent domain. He's using what they call
nah.
What do they call that? What's that?
Law? Not famous. Like he famous, but he not
drawing a blank. What's the name of that law? Gang injunction laws.
That whole BT rollout shit. You feel me?
For black businesses on Crenshaw.
Like y'all pay him a part of that BT rollout. Y'all should have known, like, I let him get like leeway with certain shit. You feel me?
That's using his law firm connects.
Yeah, but they wasn't trying to put him on the red carpet with his sister. That's the thing.
They're targeting black businesses.
Niece.
The owner of this liquor store right here was black owned for a while. Was actually owned by an African. This was owned by an African.
Kevin Hart said,
but he's black enough.
I ain't hosting.
This living room here.
Next year, Drewski and Kyle gonna host that shit.
Paul used to do a comedy show here.
Kevin Hart talking about,
and I would do comedy.
What happened
in this living room?
No. Yeah, I know you're talking about. But Kevin Hart told that nigga too. He was like, "How y'all feel about next year? Y'all hosting?" He said, he told him, he said, "I'm talking to you about it, but I'm literally setting you up for it right now." Like that's basically what he was doing. Like, I'm trying to set you up for it. Like,
what they did was.
And that's why you see them on stage with Kevin and all that shit. He basically setting them niggas up for next year. Nigga, Kevin doing the BT War for how many years already, nigga?
On the side of town, what they did was they used injunction laws.
Yeah, nigga.
Shootings that was happening.
Some new niggas need to come in.
On this side of the street, and that side of the street.
And I think Kevin, Drewski and Kyle about to do a movie.
And what they will do with those gang laws, truancy laws, they'll put like a $70,000 lien, $100,000 lien, $50,000 lien against your business, against your property, and if you don't pay it, the city of LA can now seize your property. And so you have this Russian dude not only doing that to the shopping centers over here, he was also doing that in these houses over here.
And nigga, my God, I hate when niggas pop with LA shit. And niggas is so goofy. I hate when niggas pick pot with LA. I ain't gonna lie.
This is historic West Adams.
Even Punch said it. Niggas said, how long was Pac in LA and repping LA shit? They died, what, 4 years?
So Thurgood Marshall
4 or 5 years?
Through Hattie McDaniel sued and won.
Come on, my nigga. This nigga was a nigga wearing Timbs and baggy jeans with a bandana on his head. Y'all niggas talking about here LA nigga. Come on.
By Thurgood Marshall suing for Hattie McDaniel to move into this neighborhood over here.
Come on, bro.
Niggas in LA don't wear
and some black people.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I like the Grant Hills, but I would never wear them just because they feel like
beautiful homes over here. Yeah, I know come back here.
Yeah, I know. I like how they look. I like the Grant Hills, but I would never wear them because no, how they look too. The Grant Hills look. I would never wear them because they felines.
Homes up in here. We're not there.
Nah, I just can't with felines, bro.
I gotta go up to add down.
I just can't see my feet, and I just a feline sign on my.
I'm getting to a point. I'm getting to a point.
I don't love Atlanta that much.
See these big old houses? Black folks' houses.
Atlanta niggas wear felines all day?
Nah, I remember niggas, my brother said that for feline stiff for forever. I love Atlanta. Adidas stiff for all day. I think about sex.
He was walking through when Robin Harris got pulled over, that was up in here. These big old houses. That's where they filmed House Party. The House Party happened up in here, the movie House Party. Well, anyway, I said that to say a lot of black people who still own houses up in here. If something
like
happens, they're using that as laws to put liens on these houses to displace black people out of these homes. You see these big old beautiful homes?
I knew his pops. They come from
Victoria Ave. These is black people houses.
Yeah.
Black neighborhood. When I was 2 years old, my parents lived over here for a brief second when I was like 2. Some of my first pictures are taken of me living when I was just learning how to walk. When I was like 1. When I was just learning how to walk. When I was just learning how to walk, it was over here in this neighborhood. Well, we weren't there long. But these are black homes. They using these injunction laws to leverage and take homes. It happened to my old church. Rest in peace, Bishop Frank Stewart. My old church, Bishop Stewart ended up selling the church before it got there. But that same guy that was going through taking these black houses did it right here on right here. You see where it says Zoe Loss?
That's great.
This used to be my church. Let me get my bearings straight.
Yeah, you can tell that ain't.
Damn, they changed the neighborhood so fucking much. God damn.
That shit don't.
Oh, here we go.
You can tell that shit don't.
This used to be my church.
It don't even look right.
Right here, Zoe Christian Fellowship.
Ain't shit out there. They just putting shit together.
This shit gonna get worse though. That's the things I don't understand.
All this used to be a church.
Yeah,
it was called Zoe Christian Fellowship. Now it's called Zoe Lost.
Well, if niggas
knock the church down, church owned this parking lot, knock that shit down. All this was black.
Wait, what you mean? Like relay coat, like niggas that's already there, or niggas that like move over there?
He's putting gang injunction laws in your shit. Fay Dodo. This used to be a black bar. This used to be a bar.
Like I said, niggas that move over there though, like you talking like regular niggas like us type shit move over there?
Nah,
like famous niggas.
Nah, I mean like.
That's the kind of hell we're dealing with in LA.
As black people. Where it ain't really nothing.
We're dealing with legal hell.
They're gonna move everybody that have issues into this one spot. That's gonna just.
We got Mexican racist
officers. Yeah. I ain't gonna lie. I feel like they doing in New York though. Establishment. We got the Russians not selling to us. They're gonna do it soon. They're gonna do it soon in New York. Like give it like 10 years because they already buying all these projects.
Now you deal with goofy ass entertainers like him. You gotta deal with people that'll come around in the check. Or you hear people talk
I think
other parts of the country.
Yeah, what's that project on the west side?
Come together.
We
did come together, motherfucker. And we still didn't get our shit.
When you said that shit last year when I worked for this
and we have the money.
Mahanville.
Oh, they about to close Mahanville?
No, they sold that already. It's not Mahanville no more.
And we have the money.
They sold that shit already. Nigga, they selling a bunch of projects, bro. Like they selling these projects, bro.
So I don't want to hear none of that
so
bullshit.
Like, these shit's niggas either gonna try to rebuild these shits and kick certain niggas out, or they're gonna knock certain niggas out. And I can see like how.
Ass niggas.
I can see New York get more violent, and they do that.
And this is what the fuck we left.
You got niggas moving other places.
They're gonna be on the ad, like everybody gonna be on the ad in the side block.
Be honest, nigga, the Bronx is gonna get more violent. To be honest, more niggas gonna move to the Bronx.
Graduated from high school
because it's cheaper. Be honest.
This is what we dealing with.
Niggas from Brooklyn move to the Bronx, like fuck that or whatever. You know what I mean? It's gonna be just like
niggas in Harlem because Brooklyn. I ain't gonna lie, nigga, because I'm not saying nigga Brooklyn won't be that crazy because y'all don't have a history of like all these stack right now with young niggas.
People that's pulling your motherfucking car.
Harlem and shit, like so you have niggas from West Side, Sugarhead and all that shit like, or just depending what block it is, nigga, and niggas is moving to the Bronx in certain hoods, it's gonna be nasty. Because niggas got more history of static right now.
But I'm just saying, on top of that,
here you come with this goofy shit.
Like, on top of elements.
I'm saying not, cause what I'm saying when it comes to niggas that you got static right, cause you already know them niggas kind of really. So now imagine.
Not only we not getting it all in.
You see 5 niggas that you know from another out gang. You feel me? Start moving to your neighborhood. Then a nigga that you didn't know at all. That he from Brooklyn, but you never had no situation with niggas in Brooklyn. So you're not gonna look at that nigga like a certain way. You feel me?
But I'm saying, like, say
okay, fine.
He ain't gonna look at you. Boom.
He made the rest relevant.
Since y'all all stayed
what did he do?
Now some of those ops that was that nigga.
But what the fuck did he say when he got the mic?
With them and that other
nothing
with them and that area and that shit is, you know what I'm saying?
Ice Cube gave us death certificate.
And it wasn't like
6
that
months before the LA riots.
So you're not fixing nothing.
Ice Cube told the world.
He said what? Let me load this a little bit. Hold on.
Kendrick told us we gonna be all right.
Yeah, he said the iPhone out.
Nah, you said like say the dude he see the dude from Brooklyn and he don't.
What
know
this nigga teach us?
He ain't gonna have no problem.
My rims is bigger than yours.
That same dude.
My house is bigger than yours.
With that
my bitch is better than yours.
Now he beefing with them niggas and he beefing with them niggas. You know what I'm saying? And that's more of an issue.
No, but what I'm saying, let's like niggas ain't on something like. When I say that, I mean like beefing right now. You feel me? Young niggas that younger than me. You feel me? Niggas that's 20 years young.
They don't go.
But I'm saying, you're not hearing a lot of Bronx versus Brooklyn beef, nigga.
No.
There's a lot of Harlem and Bronx beef right there.
Please like it.
So I'm saying it's way more like, even if a Brooklyn come, you're not gonna have really no beef with nobody over there, nigga. Unless you like you banging on some blood, Crip shit. And then
like other niggas from Brooklyn beef with other niggas from Brooklyn.
That would be that. Yeah, that would be that type shit. Like literally, like for me, 2 niggas from Brooklyn moved to that would be that type shit.
But then I say,
and also for you too, if you want to join.
Oh yeah.
That's
but you're right, man. The game always been lame. Like that's a lame shit.
That shit made it worse.
I never liked it.
Cause what I'm saying is like, nigga, you if you say now if
of blackness.
Alright.
Knock
down half of the shits on the east side of Harlem. Knock down half of these projects.
That shit was funniest.
And niggas go to the Bronx.
That 50 Cent was funny. Game was the only nigga that 50 Cent hate.
Just spread them around. You spread them around the South Bronx, nigga. Even uptown Bronx, nigga. There still be issues. Like
done everything that.
That's the you got blood, crip, AKs, you got YGs, all type of shit out here. So it's like. Lame, it's all type shit. So it's like niggas that got their own little shits going on, like yeah. So it's gonna be mad bullshit.
That's what we having. It's the subsets.
Hold on, hold up.
She's at a restaurant. Soul food. I was like, oh,
yeah.
Where's that? I said, cause yo, me and my son lost you.
I'm about to get up out of here.
I go to work today and they said they shot him up at 4 o'clock this morning.
Killed him?
I don't know, but his mother said that
we don't know enough is enough.
He was in surgery.
Enough is enough.
Damn, that's fucked up. I'm on soul nigga. About his co-worker, he got like a soul food restaurant, and she was talking about like going to check it out. Right, next day she found out that he got shot 4 o'clock in the morning. But she don't know if he passed or not, but he got shot up. Like she talked to his mom and said like he wasn't looking good type shit.
That oppress us.
It's crazy.
When they're given the power and the tool by white supremacy. It's happening right now in the LA County.
She co-worker, he got here for housing and he got so food, so he ended up getting shot 4 o'clock in the morning.
It's happening with the city contract. It's happening at the DMV.
I ain't like shit wicked out here. Like shit is wicked out here. Like
anti-black racism training on.
Shit definitely wicked out here right now.
Too.
Very funny, like, cause I don't really have
some of the biggest.
I don't got no beef with nobody.
Out here.
I'm more worried about random bullshit than.
So this is what's happening.
Yeah, keep 100. Me having an issue with no, I can handle an issue with it.
We ain't got time to be
doing I know why. Like,
to go around.
They had an issue with somebody. It's like, you know who to look for. His people for me. Now just random shit, just weird. Cause nigga, you just gotta be on point all the time.
Yeah,
that ass like
7 years, but you couldn't hold on to it. And for the 27 years it was Mexico, It wasn't built up like
yeah, the nigga light skin with braids, I ain't gonna lie. Well, as I got older, not really. But when I was in high school, nigga, I got confused from as a lot of niggas.
The entertainment industry,
dead ass, my nigga. And niggas think I was YG or type of shit. I ain't YG, nigga. Fuck out my face.
The car industry.
I ain't like a lot of YG niggas wearing their bracelets, socks, like shit.
And the port.
I definitely want niggas in high school wear my bracelets, I know that shit.
None of that was around when it was Mexico. Wasn't no port of
I got my shit braided like that right now.
That was the third busiest port in the world. There was oil all under the ground, but y'all wasn't using it.
Everybody was up.
Y'all could have put an Air Force base over on El Segundo Aviation, but no, you didn't. That was America. America built all this shit. You don't get to come after America built all this shit, built these industries, and then say, hey, this was ours. No, the fuck it wasn't. Y'all lost. Y'all lost. And after y'all lost, we built it up. And you came looking for a job. You're right. You have Mexican officers here in LA calling Mexican protesters calling black people, black officers niggers. Yes.
He's talking about right now.
You talking about the protesting about LA and how and like how the game. I forgot what the game said is black and brown unity. He's saying, nigga, I've been
the music, rhythm and blues
the same age as you, nigga,
was built here in LA.
And he's saying
LA was the first city to invest in rhythm and blues. Y'all know that? The center of recording music.
Nah, but
Chicago.
Compton. Alright.
Chicago in the South.
I see from what I heard and how niggas acting.
South Central.
They didn't want to record.
He said he from South Central.
What built the LA recording industry?
He came from Compton. But what I seen I heard from niggas like you watch like Back Affairs, Community, all these niggas, and you hear them talk. It seemed like niggas in Compton got way more issue with Mexicans than niggas in South Central.
That got the
you feel me?
LA recording scene kicked off.
Like when Hove from Community.
It was rhythm and blues.
Lazy said nigga like on some regular nigga like he was drunk. He like he said nigga like regular.
Then rhythm and blues.
He wasn't on some offensive shit.
Brunswick Records,
but
Mercury Records.
Hove never heard Blasey say that shit.
But it got
so Hove felt like way about that shit. He was like, bro, I still live in Compton. Like when niggas really got issue with Mexicans still, nigga. Like you saying nigga, like they still right in the hall ER on the wall with K at them. You feel me? Like
right here in LA. When Miles Davis came to LA to record.
Oh yeah. But I don't think that shit. I think when niggas do that shit, it be just some young niggas or some fiends, yeah, like it don't be like real hate.
We had
they just be writing a bunch of bullshit. They don't really write nothing. Like
railroad is what got people to
the
South and the Midwest.
Niggas gotta understand. Everybody ain't gonna like Kobe. Nigga probably don't even hate Kobe. He just probably don't like watch basketball at all. Or niggas probably like fuck this more.
Automatic railroad crossing in 1925 got his patent July 1925. So every time you see that arm go up and go down when the train is coming, a black man invented that and moved the family here.
I'm
in LA.
crying.
And it was more black people here in LA when he moved here than was Mexicans.
I ain't gonna lie, I did think my nigga Glenn was African. That nigga was Honduran. My nigga Glenn, I knew it was African. Like, bro,
welcome.
PDP's like Kevin Durant here, nigga. And he's black as shit, nigga. And that nigga Honduran, nigga. Hey, bro, I'm talking about like, bro, we in my aunt building in the lobby, right? I'm rolling up, and this nigga mom's called him, and he on the phone just start talking to her Spanish. I'm like, hold on, this nigga speak Spanish? My nigga Abe was like, yeah, this nigga Honduran. I'm like, nah, I thought this nigga was African. So that nigga little brothers look like they African, all that shit, bro.
I seen Mexicans darker than me.
Crazy. I was like, nah, this nigga, I thought this nigga was African.
Somebody, look at this dumbass. This dude said, yeah, Uncle Tom was helping black people, you dumb fuck. You don't even know history. What's his name? Marco Polo Zumanity Stop shining white man's shoes, homie. I'm not your homie. King must be turning over in his grave. Now, King, love me. Sell out Uncle Tom. Uncle Tom was for us. Uncle Tom knew how to smile in front of white people and come back and bring black folks the messages of what they was talking about. Uncle Tom sacrificed himself for the greater good of black society. I love Uncle Tom. Uncle Tom had to do what he had to do because he was under racial oppression, under racial castigation and subjugation. And Uncle Tom knew how to play whatever role he needed to play so he can come back and give black people what we needed. I love
I'm being a PB shit.
So learn your history and find out who your real daddy is. Because your